At least one London club has got themselves to a UCL final. Ain't that the truth, eh? Ain't that the truth? Another London club has got themselves to a UEL final. So it's, at least today, English clubs have taken care of business in European competition. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea won, Djurgården or Gordon 0. Listen, that was as routine and as pointless as could be. It really was just a day for Cobham to flex their muscles and strut their stuff. And they did. I think out of all of the players on that pitch, it's the Cobham players that I'm really looking at. And I'm taking something from that performance from them. But it was such an easy game for us, guys. And we know that it was going to be like this. We saw what happened in Sweden. And you could tell from the lineup, all focus is on Newcastle, and rightly so. Every single substitution had a place and a purpose, and it was all spot on from Maresca on that front. Yes, we got a couple of players out of position. Yes, we got 6 defenders out on that pitch, but I couldn't care less because this game was null and void. Just don't embarrass us and just enjoy yourselves. That's all that we needed from today. And let's see some young players. Let's see Walsh, 16 years old, should be doing his GCSE, should be at home studying his biology books. But instead, he's out on that pitch, playing for Chelsea, strutting his stuff. A little blend between Billy Gilmore and Josh McEachran, they're saying in the chat. We'll see what happens. You've got Tyreek George getting an assist. Lovely pass, played right through the middle of the pitch into him. Lovely touch turn. In behind for Drewsbury-Hall. An incredible finish. This is a player whose market value is soaring. Sky high. Invest your stocks now. Clubs in the Premier League, if you're looking for a player, a playmaker, a difference maker, a champion, a UCL semi-final goal scorer, look no further. He's deciding ties, big nights, European football. He's delivering the goods when it's mattered most. We were all nervous Nellies at 4-1. Let's be real. 4-1 up. We were all nervous Nellies. You just didn't know if you were quite booking your flights to Warclaw. You didn't quite. But when Drewsbury-Hall steps up and, solidifies it, tucks it away, beautiful finish off the post, and then you're thinking, yeah. Place your bids. I'm expecting a bidding war in the summer. I'm looking at Premier League clubs and I'm thinking, yeah, I'll take 30 off you, 35 off you. Queue up, because the kid will be in demand. He's only 21. So, Drewsbury-Hall, well done. Well done to you. Good finish. Could have had a second as well. Nice little cutback from George later on. And he just doesn't really connect. But if you're a bidder, if you're a buyer, Don't watch that. Don't watch that. Don't look at that. That's not necessary for you to really look on and take in. It's the first one. It's the first goal that you should really zone in on and focus on, to be honest. But yeah, you got Sancho in that starting 11. He's rested. Guys, he's rested everybody. He's even rested Cucurella. He's taken off Cucurella at halftime. Fantastic. Another Cobham Academy graduate on the pitch, on you go. He's rested James, I think, around 70 minutes. Another academy product on the pitch, off you go. Chalobah comes on. Every single decision that he made today, I'm in full agreement of, purely because I am focused on Newcastle, and you should be too. Newcastle on Sunday, 12 o'clock kickoff, is war. It is war, because at the end of the day, it's a tough place to go, regardless of what they've been doing in terms of form and performances. You go St. James's Park and you understand you're going into a battle. 3 defeats out of the last 3 tell you that. And if Chelsea can go there and get a result, a draw is a good point for the top 5 race. Dare I say, get a win with the returning rested Lavia. Caicedo didn't touch the pitch. Enzo Fernandez, Colwell didn't touch the pitch. Sanchez didn't touch the pitch. All of the attack, Madueke, Neto, Jackson, Palmer didn't touch the pitch. Newcastle have had a full week to rest. So we also needed a full week to rest. Don't waste your energy, waste your lungs on this match, on this fixture. I didn't really care. Even if it finished 0-0 tonight, I don't care. We're going to the final anyway. I don't know if it's Fiorentina or Betis. Again, I don't even mind. I think it's gone to extra time. Both teams, 8th and 6th respectively in their leagues, strengths and weaknesses. We have to beat both. We have to beat both. In that final, if we don't win, we are the laughingstock. It is embarrassing. Embarrassing. 1 billion, embarrassing. So there's bottle jobs, they'll call us, right? Again, just like after the cup final with the Liverpool kids under 23s. We have to win. It doesn't matter who it is that we face, we have to beat them. So for me, I'm not bothered. We know the job. We know the job that we face. And on top of that, that's the week after Tottenham are playing United. They've both gone through tonight as well. As we mentioned earlier, the English clubs taking care of business in European competition tonight. Manchester United are playing Tottenham. It's crazy work. It's crazy work. Piss v shit in the Europa League final. How on earth are we in the competition below those two bums? I will never understand. I will never understand. I will never understand how that's allowed to happen. How that's happened. But it's the reality. And that will be fun. And it will be funeral settings once again. I will be wearing all black with the shades. And someone's funeral. We just don't know who. We got Expressions versus Rants. We got Cams v Fuad. We got Tobes v Saeed. Hey, someone's funeral we turning up to. I don't know who. But we going to sit back and we going to watch. And hopefully, the week after, we won't have any issues. And otherwise, people will be dancing on our head tops as well. But, yeah, very impressed with Acheampong today in particular. Coming into midfield at times. Playing left side centre-back. Just long strides. Gliding through the pitch. The guy has got the longest limbs I've ever seen. He just gets to everything. He's such a graceful player when he's at it. And I really do think that Acheampong is a big threat to Gusto. Because Gusto wasn't great. If I'm being nitpicky, Gusto looked a little bit off. Weird, worrying crosses, like overhit. 5-yard passes, not really completed. James as well, if we're going on right backs. James gave the ball away a couple times in midfield, a little bit complacent. I understand that this is a Conference League game and we're playing against Djurgården and their away fans have made it into the home end and they're saying, fuck you, Chelsea. And then we're saying, who the fuck are you? You know, it's all great banter. But there was a massive debate and argument and Reece James, he's got to play. Why is he not playing? This is worrying. No, I'm not worried. I'm not concerned. One, because he's injury prone and he's actually been fit for quite a considerable amount of time the last few months. So this is a massive plus and a massive credit to Maresca for actually keeping him available and not running him into the ground and not feeling like because he's the captain we have to play him, which is what some people feel. I disagree. I'm more than comfortable with Reece James being on the bench with Caicedo playing. Because when we're talking about coming into midfield from the right back, inverted role, which is what it is, you don't have to like it. You have to accept that's the role. Caicedo is better at doing that role than Reece right now. And Reece is not scanning. Reece is turning over possession. Multiple times in many matches in the midfield. Happening against Legia Warsaw. So, look, Reece is Reece. He's top tier player. But competition for place is important. And also, don't rely on the fitness of Reece, on the fitness of Lavia, on the fitness of Fofana. We have to have options. We have to have alternatives, other ideas. Because regardless of whether they're all available or none of them are available, we still need Chelsea to win games. So I'm glad that we have other options. I'm glad Acheampong is looking good, whilst Gusto is out here suffering and Reece James is out here looking a little bit insecure in the midfield. Walsh, like I said, get to studying. GCSE is coming up soon. You know what I mean? But really promising performance. Really promising. And this is what you get from Cobham when they come out the academy. There's fundamentals there. First touch, good scanning, little bit of bravery on the ball, getting stuck in. This is the thing. I look at myself, Matisse Mugu. I'm not going to lie. Walsh has shown more than I have. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. I'm already upstaged by a 16-year-old. I cost 14 million pounds, euros, dollars. I don't give a shit. I've been upstaged by a 16-year-old. I have more confidence and more composure watching Walsh than I do watching myself. And they paid for me. So we have to ask questions about why do we feel like the profit has to come from spending? We can also just get the profit from the academy. That pure, clean, fresh, good smelling profit. If they don't make it, but you ain't got the space for them, well, pure profit. So play them, develop them. Enjoy that they're coming through. Enjoy that our Cobham Academy has a good reputation. You can make a lot of money out of it. If they're not going to cut it, if they're not going to make the grade, I'm not asking for a full 11. I don't give a damn. I just want to win things. But you can make money. Money is to be made. Money I have to make. So, yeah, everything was spot on today. There's not really too much to report. Couple nice little strikes from Djurgården on our goal. Jorgensen had to make some routine saves. But really, guys, this was always going to be a very calm, clear-headed game. This is not the game that we're here for. We're here for Newcastle. Sunday, 12 o'clock kickoff, St. James's Park. They are mentally checked in. Liverpool weren't. They are mentally checked in. Man United won't be next Friday. But Nottingham Forest the week after will be mentally checked in. So we've got a couple of mentally checked out teams, a couple tapped teams, and we've got some mentally checked in teams. But if we can do a madness at St. James's Park, we put ourselves almost with the Champions League anthem. And we can almost start to sing it. We can almost start to sing it, guys. So focus. Lock in. It ain't done. It ain't done just yet. There's still a lot of football to be played. Still very important, free, complete 90 minutes to go through. But we put ourselves in a position where it's in our hands. And then we go from there. Guys, smash up the icons. Big up Cobham. Big up the academy graduates. Big up the guys coming through, making their debuts, full debuts, 16-year-old guys. It's crazy. You know, at that age to be playing for Chelsea, it's not normal. So give the kid credit. But until then, I'll see you guys very soon in a bit, people. Peace.